I'm with the Panther. Hope everybody's having a good evening. It is officially Friday. Woohoo! Alright. Need to refresh the page. All the long day. Sorry, I'm waiting for the page to reload, that way I can keep an eye on the chat. I don't want not. For some reason... Output settings... Yeah, it's gone to the right place. Oh, no, I don't want it at 60 frames. I want it 30 frames, thank you. There we go. Alright. As that's horrendously, good God, that is looking like crap. Hopefully it'll even out here. Okay. When did that change to the image? I did not tell you to change. There we go. How'd your moderations go today, Trouble, or are you still working on stuff? Sharing this out. I've got one more place to share this. Well, one more place on Facebook to share this out to, and then one place to tweet, and then we'll get started. So thank you guys very much for your patience. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below along with the bell icon, because I do streams 7 days a week and you don't want to miss it. So, although starting June 1st, where I'm streaming will change, and I will be changing to Twitch. I will still be uploading to YouTube. I will just be changing where I am streaming. It's not out of the ordinary. I typically tend to do that about once every 3 to 6 months. I usually stream pretty heavily on one medium, and then I change over and stream very heavily on the other. I still upload the videos though onto whichever one I'm not streaming, so there's not a loss of video for you guys to watch and whatnot. It's just a matter of where. So, alright. I think I need to get some more RAM for this computer. It's not bad. It's got 12 native plus the 3 gig NVIDIA card that I added to it, so... Okay. There we go. Still moderating. Alright. Wow. Alrighty, well, it is what it is. There's much I can do about that. Welcome to Din Time with the Panther. I am Panther0822. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching the nightly vlog. The wonderful music in the background was done by my wonderful wife, Indigo Frog. You should go and check her channel out for gameplay and also for music videos and things like that. So you should definitely go and check that out. Be a good place to hang out. So we just got finished doing a stream for playing some Pathfinder with a brother-in-law. So you should go and check that out. We had a little bit of a glitch with Game Show, and it looks like Game Show, because I'm watching the stream right now on the actual page. Looks like Game Show is having its normal issues. Yeah, I know. Some things you can't change in stream. Okay, there's no reason to change that. So you guys should definitely go and check that stream out. It was a lot of fun playing some Pathfinder with the brother-in-law, and Indigo Frog used her wonderful character abilities to do some things. So okay, you want me to set a keyframe. I'm not sure I can actually do that in stream. I might be able to. I don't think that's gonna help at all. Yep. Not really gonna be able to do anything as far as a keyframe, at least not right now. So YouTube was yelling at me. It was telling me that it was the bad stream strength that I needed, and I was suggesting I use a keyframe, which is actually not a bad idea. Using a keyframe is always a good idea. I just never think to use one. So anyways, not really the point. So I was trying to play some Warframe for you guys before I did, but there was a very large date versus regular content, and at 16 I started so it's whatever it is, it's a bit no content. I was hoping to be able to do Warframe for the vlog, but that's not going to happen. I will, I'll have some Warframe for you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some I was going to say Star Trek is Saturday. we're going to be doing Witcher, and then we're also going to be doing Magic of the Gathering, and then I am going to be playing some Warframe, because I love Warframe. Warframe is a fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of stuff that I can do, a lot of exploration and cool stuff, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into it and playing some more for you guys. So, like I said, Saturday's going to be Star Trek, and then Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to stream. I'll stream something. Along with the vlog, I do the vlogs 7 days a week, and then the gameplay I started doing 7 days a week. I'm just not sure what I'm going to be doing on Sunday, because Sunday's always crapshoot. It could be any number of things. It could be some Warframe, it could be some Star Trek, it could be some Star Wars, it could be some Dragon Age Inquisition, it could be some Dragon Age Awakenings. It could be any number of things that I could be streaming. So So yeah, so again, that's another good reason to just hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, so you get notified when I do these live streams. Because I do them 7 days a week, so you're gonna be able to do something. And then I do upload these also to Twitch. So if you're more of a Twitch person and you kind of occasionally browse onto YouTube every now and again, don't worry about it. You go to my Twitch channel, which is Panther08, and then twitch.tv/Panther0822. So I can put that in the chat. The other reason why I keep bringing that up is because June 1st, I am going to be doing a collab. I'm going to be doing a collab live stream where you can join me in playing Golf with Friends and Terraria and possibly What the Box, although I'm indecisive as far as What the Box go. I know the first two definitely, and I always keep flip-flopping as far as which one I'll be doing first and which one I'll be doing second. Likelihood is Golf with Friends will be first, and then Terraria. But if you want to play with me, I need you to send me send me a friend request on Steam, and again, it's Panther0822 is what I use for pretty much everything. The only thing that isn't that is my PlayStation ID. My PlayStation ID is Lynx0822. And honestly, I don't think I can change that. I would like to change it, just to be perfectly honest with you guys. I would like to change it to Panther0822, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So, my PlayStation ID is Lynx, Lynx 0822. So, come on, reload. So, so there's that. This upcoming week, on Wednesday, I have the MRIs, and I've got somebody who is willing to, take me, I hope, barring any schedule conflicts. So that is going to be good, because in order for me to get in to see a neurologist, they want a current MRI. They won't take the old ones, which is disappointing. But usually about once every 6 months. And it's to check and see the progress of the MS, to make sure that my MS has not progressed any further, or if it has, then we have to discuss treatment options and see if the Gelinia is really actually doing its job and working for me, or or if we have to readjust and look at a new med because the Gilenia isn't doing anything. I think the Gilenia is working, although I have noted some additional things here and there. It might be nothing, it might just be that I'm finally noticing some things that were already there and I just did not notice them before, or I could have just been ignoring them, because that's what I try and do, is I try and ignore some of the issues, even though I probably shouldn't, but that's yeah, on a profile. I apologize, I am looking at my Sony stuff right now to see if I can actually change it. I found that if I don't do this stuff while I'm thinking about it, I tend to forget, and it tends to not happen. So I want to try and see if I can change this, because that would make me very happy if I could actually change it. And change the avatar, but what I really want to change is that. It does not look like. Yeah, there's not an option, so it will always remain that. That's okay, that's fine. Hey Chris, nice to see ya. Glad you're here. I'd say hello in the chat. I typically tend not to actually respond in the chat itself. I tend to read your response and then respond to the response verbally. So, just so that you know, that's just how I do things. Every now and again, I will put things in the chat or things like that, but typically I respond to things verbally. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I am kind of curious about something. We've done three sessions of the Pathfinder, and I'm kind of curious to know how well people are enjoying those. I'm well aware that I need to get some lapel mics, and I need to and there's some audio things that I need to fix. I am aware of that. I'm on a limited income, so it is really a matter of what can I afford at the end of the month, after I've paid the bills and made sure that everything is taken care of. So, on Amazon, I did find a pack of like 3 lapel mics. It's a single receiver with like 3 lapel mics, or a single receiver with 4 lapel mics, something like that, for like $270. Not necessarily the best in quality, but for what I need, it will do until I can afford something something much afford a higher end pack. I like Audio-Technica. Audio-Technica makes some really good stuff, and but it is a bit cool. Thank you for the input. Audio-Technica makes higher-end equipment, but it is more expensive. It's almost double the cost of the other other thing. So it was like the same number of mic packs, but it was like 450, 420, 450, somewhere in that range. And right now we just don't have that. We're looking to go to New York, and we need to get the tickets at the end of the month, and the tickets by themselves are gonna be about the $400 mark. So at the moment, it is a little bit difficult for us to get any additional mics at the moment. Alternatively, something that I am looking at, that's fine. Something else that I'm looking at is because I already we have really good high-end Audio-Technica headset mic for the wife, and we spent a bit of dough on that microphone. So it's not that I wouldn't mind spending like the $500-600 that we did on that particular mic. I just can't justify it right now. Because again, right now we have higher priorities, and due to those higher priorities, we have to look at other options. I do have a wireless handheld microphone. It's a pretty solid microphone for what it is. It's another. I'm an Audio-Technica guy. I love AT stuff. AT stuff is fantastic. Mainly because when it comes to Audio-Technica stuff, they make a good product at a low price, so you're not spending up the wazoo. For the same type of equipment. Shure makes a very good microphone. I don't have anything against Shure mics. But that being said, Shure microphones tend to be a little bit more expensive, and the lower end ones, I can't say the same for the higher end ones, because one, they're a higher end microphone, but two, I have not really had the opportunity to test the higher end ones. But two, and kind of more importantly, again, I haven't had the chance to test them, so that's really what it comes down to. I guess that's one singular thing. So, okay, so I was reading through the chats real quick just to see if there was like a question or something in there for me. So I'm on Amazon. There's a couple of things that I'm looking at that might actually kind of help. Might help, because like I said, I've got three AT audio some AT P610s. They're a really good solid handheld microphone. And I can get some table stand or a table mic stand for them. Depending on which one, either for about $11 a pop, or if I go with the more expensive one, about $30 a pop. So. But that being said, if I do the $30 one, then that means I also need to get a mic clip, and those are about $10 a pop. So I mean, if I did the $30 one, that's $90 plus an additional $30. It's like $120. It's not a bad expense, but it is an expense. If I do the other one, it would be basically $30 a pop. and they've already got the mic clip bent in or built in to them. So, and I've already got a mixer that I can use, so it's not a matter of a lack of a mixer that I can plug in. Because I can do that, so that's not an issue. Although the mic clip that's on this is tiny, so I don't think that would actually really work. Come on, change pictures. Okay. That looks like it might be for a small mic, so I might have to go the more expensive way. And there's nothing wrong with the more expensive way. The more expensive way is actually it's a little bit nicer stand. It's made by Gator. Gator makes a lot of pro audio equipment. So I mean, if you're a pro audio dude and you're looking for stuff, Gator's a fantastic way to do things. So. Okay. Writing. So, but I mean, that's really a lot of the issues that any, and honestly, this is an issue that any YouTuber / Twitcher person hits whenever you're trying to do stuff. Is the equipment is just, it's stupidly expensive for what it is. It really is. It's just stupidly expensive. There's no reason for it to be as expensive as it is, but it is expensive. It is what it is. There's really not anything you can do about it. So, but a lot of it is also talking to the wife and seeing what she's comfortable with and what she's willing to spend. Doing the $30 thing plus the mic clips. Like I said, it's a bit more expensive. Mainly because I don't think I've got. Yeah, I don't have the mic. I used to have the mic clips. I think I still have one mic clip. I'll have to look. And then again, I've got the handheld wireless mic. So I mean, we've got. The next time we do the game, I might experiment with some things, because like I said, the wife has a headset mic. So the reality is we really don't need to get 3. We really only need 2. And actually, I might want to change the filter to microphone systems, and I might want to actually type in Audio Technica opposed to just AT. Oh, I see what's going on. But anyways, that's kind of the consistent issue that pretty much anybody really hits when you're doing this type of stuff, is that it's expensive. It's pricey to do, and you've really got to watch what your oh, that's a wireless guitar system. You really got to watch what you're doing, because again, this stuff is just stupidly expensive. So, anyways, I've ranted and repeated the same thing for several minutes, so I apologize for that little bit of a rant. But anyways, yes, we are looking into systems so that we can get a better thing. I would like to spend the $60 so that we can get the SparkoSoft licensed software, so we can get rid of the watermark, because the watermark drives me nuts, because it cuts off part of the field of vision for you guys. So I want to pay to get that software outright. And then there's stuff that I would like to do with the channel, and a lot of it is I just financially am limited to what I can do. So I have to try and focus on what I need exactly, so that I can so that we can kind of slowly improve. Because one of the things that I would like to do, and it's going to be difficult to do in a small-ass apartment, is I'd like to get a green screen to like put behind me, so that I can do a chrome thing, or do a chroma key thing, and have it so that it's transparent and do the green screen thing. I would like to do that, but it's like $100 to do that type of stuff. So again, priority as far as stuff goes. Right now, I would rather put higher priority than spending money on games that I can play, that I can stream for you guys, so that there's stuff. And there's not a lack of games, not even remotely a lack of games, especially with kind of the arena of game that I'm specifically targeting, which is the old school games like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Final Fantasy 10, not really so much for the online Final Fantasies. If I do the online Final Fantasies, I will more than likely not stream those. I will more than likely just play those with the family. Although it is me, so there's a possibility I might stream it anyways. Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 actually had some mixed reviews. Final Fantasy 12 is actually one of my favorite Final Fantasies. I like 12. I hate 13. 13 pisses me off to no flippin' end. The storyline is fantastic. The game mechanics are shit. And the reason I say that the game mechanics are shit, there's two specific things that bug the hell out of me. Number one, if your primary character dies, it is game over. You have to restart the fucking mission. That particular mechanic pisses me off. There's been one or two other games that I vaguely remember having a similar or identical game mechanic that pissed me off to the point where I put the game down and I have not gone back to it. So I am not very fond of 13 for that reason. The second reason I am not fond of 13 is the fights, especially the boss fights, are unnecessarily difficult. They are a royal pain in the ass. And that is not just me and my lack of game skill. That is coming from multiple people who have played the game, who have far more game skill than I do, and even they're going, the battles are horseshit. That's my brother-in-law Chris saying they're horseshit. That's my friend Josh. And as impatient as he is a bit of a better gamer than I am. But it's coming from multiple sources and things like that. So Final Fantasy 13 I probably will not pick up or play it yet. Final Fantasy 12 I loved. It was fantastic. It was a really good story. There were some things that they definitely needed to expand on, and when they released it for the PlayStation 4, I had heard rumors from one or two people that they've expanded a little bit, so I'm really hoping they did. What's interesting about Final Fantasy XII is you have Balthier, and Balthier is a fantastic character. I love him. But he has the running joke all throughout the entire game that he's the leading man. Now, some people might think, oh, that's just a running gag and blah. Actually, no. If you got the special gold medal PlayStation 2 version of Final Fantasy XII and watched the extra disc, this is a spoiler, so if you haven't played it, oh well, but Balthier was originally actually designed as the lead character for Final Fantasy XII. I don't know why they switched to Vaughn. I don't know why they did that, because the storyline as Vaughn is the primary pull for the game does not quite make sense. But if you put Balthier as the lead character, then the game makes a lot more sense. So it's kind of a here nor there type thing, but I'm hoping in the PlayStation 4 remastered version of the game, they added some scenes, or they added something to help kind of smooth some things over a little bit. Final Fantasy XII, if I remember, it was also the first open combat system for the Final Fantasy series. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy XII was the first open combat system for the series, if I remember correctly. So, anyways, lots of games to play, not a lack of it. But if I'm going to spend $60, $70 on something right now, it needs to be, or $270 on something, it needs to fill a very specific purpose for the channel. It needs to be a replacement microphone. It needs to be 2 or 3 microphones, one for myself and my brother-in-law, so that we can do better things as far as like the Pathfinder game, so that each of us have a independent mic, or spend like the $130 to get the mic stand along with the necessary microphone clip, so that there's things. It needs to be on like a small, like 4-channel mixer. It needs to be on particular things that are very specific for the channel, so that I can provide you guys a better experience, is what the money needs to go towards. And right now, like I said, I'm on a fixed income due to my medical stuff. So money is very, very limited, and it has to go to very specific things, so that the channel, 1, can grow, but 2, so that I still have a roof over my head and I still have food and things like that. So that's why a lot of the changes are very slow, is because I have a very limited income and I have to make that income work for the resources that we have. So yeah, I know that's a soapbox that I jump on quite a few times. And a lot of it is just coming from a place of frustration, because I want to provide a better experience for you guys. I want things to be better. I want things to sound better. I want things to look better. I want things to be better for you guys, so that it's a better experience. So if I talk about where I want money to go due to low income or things like that, I'm not trying to say that things are bad. What I'm trying to say is that in order to improve, I have to be very, very specific with what I do, so that things can go where I would like them to go, and so that you guys can provide me the feedback, and you guys can go, yeah, that was a good change, or hey, that was not a good change, and then I can adjust from there. So, because believe it or not, I do actually listen to your guys' feedback, and I do try and change things. It may not seem like it at times, but I do try. So So yeah. Anyways, I rambled long enough and I need to get to bed, so thank you for listening to me ramble about the same point for however long it was. You guys rock, you're appreciated. Chris Henson, hello, thank you very much for watching. I can see how many total people are watching right now, so I don't know if you're still watching or not, but if you are, thank you very much for tuning in and listening to me ramble. And so just a recap as far as what's going on. Tomorrow will be as tomorrow is Friday, will be Magic Duels, Witcher, and Warcraft. All three of those I am going to do tomorrow, so you don't need to worry about the Warcraft, because the Warcraft is going to happen. So those are the 3 streams that are going to happen tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'm going to start. A lot of things really depends on my MS and how late I sleep in. I try and be up by 10 o'clock. So that's gonna be Friday. Saturday is gonna be Star Trek. For some reason, my login information for Star Trek Adversaries is not working, so I need to try and figure out what's going on with that. At the very least, we'll have Star Trek Online. I've already had one person join me as far as a collab and kind of help me out a lot, which was very much appreciated. So if you play Star Trek Online and you want to play with me, send me your information so that I can send you a friend request, or again, you can look me up, Panther0822. So that's going to be Saturday, and then Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to stream, but I'm going to stream some stuff, but there's always a vlog, so you guys always will have the vlog in the evening. I try and do the vlogs around, I try and do them in between 11 and 11:30. There are things that sometimes change that time frame. If I do another stream and I push that particular stream, so I try and keep in between 11 and 11:30, but life happens. Like tonight, I was gonna try and do a Warframe stream for about 30 minutes from 11 to 11:30, maybe 11 to midnight, and then do the that. But Warframe is still doing its from 16% to 20% in the 43 minutes that I've been doing the vlog. Whatever this is, it's just it's a massive thing. Whatever. So I'm just gonna let it do it. I'm gonna let it overnight, and then we'll launch into it. Warframe will probably actually be the first stream that I do tomorrow, and then it'll probably be Magic, and then Witcher. It's probably the order it will go.